So New Year's, New Year's resolutions, and everybody wants to stay healthy. What's your advice for people?
Right. Find the gym, find your local gym. Stick to a nice healthy diet. When I say a diet, I mean a diet within the kind of foods you eat, not a diet per se, in other words, a crash diet. Try and stay away from crash diets. They're no good, they never work. All that happens is your body craves for certain foods. So as soon as you come off your diet, you bang all the weight back on. So basically, a bit of exercise, a decent diet, so in other words you want your fish, your chickens, vegetables, a bit of pasta, rice, foods like that. Stay away from your chocolates. Treat yourself once or twice a week, that way you won't crave. And exercise is the key. Full stop.
You mentioned the gym. What time does the gym open?
Our gym opens from 6 in the evening till 10 at night, Monday to Friday. Saturday's 9 till 4, Sundays 11 till 6. We do open at 4:30 for staff, 4:30 till 6 o'clock, straight after school, so that people that have to go home, staff that have to go home and then come back, they'd rather just get the training out of the way and then go home.
So do you think exercising is a key part of staying healthy in the new year?
Yeah, because basically what you do is you eat less and move more, basically. If you're eating a lot and not doing much, then you're going to put weight on. If you exercise, you can have the odd treat if you exercise because you're going to burn it off. See, people go on diets and they get an idea that if I go on a crash diet, lose weight quickly, that's their answer, but it doesn't work like that. The slower it takes, the longer it can stay off. So if you exercise and eat sensibly, rather than trying to deny yourself of everything, you're better off.
Do you offer some sort of a training program so people can stick to their resolutions?
Yeah, if people come to the gym, we can offer them a training program tailored for them. We get a lot of people that sometimes come and feel a bit intimidated by coming to a gym. So we'll ease their we're basically working on building their confidence to come to the gym. Basically, a lot of people, what they do, they'll come to a gym as well, and what they'll do, they'll think, right, New Year's resolution, they'll come to the gym and go absolutely ballistic. And they think the next day, oh, I'm tired, I'm aching, they don't want to come again. So what we do, we try and take it nice and slow, so that they enjoy it, and they want to come back the next day, you see, or the day after. And what we'll say to people is, you're best off training probably every other day. That way, it can be more enjoyable. You won't, because obviously, we all work long hours, and you're doing your college work or school work, whatever you're doing. Sometimes you've got energy, you don't feel like you're going to come to the gym, do you? So if you're going to come to the gym in Amory, you're not going to want to come tomorrow. So our advice is to take it nice and steady, build your fitness up gradually, and then become more enjoyable. And then before you know it, you'll think, oh, the weight's coming off, then you start to enjoy it, do you know what I mean? Or with the lads, they start building a bit of muscle, and they think, oh, I look different. And that's when it clicks in the mind that, oh, this works, do you know what I mean? Yeah.
So how do people go about joining the gym?
Well, if you just come down to the gym, there's me and Niall. I work on a Monday, Tuesday, usually, and on a Sunday. Niall works Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and a Saturday. Yeah, come down, fill out the form, and then what we'll do, we'll give you an induction to show you how, a lot of people that come do know how to use the machinery, but we'll start to give you an induction anyway, show you how to use the machinery, so we can make sure you're using it in a safe manner. And then we can take it from there. Then what we'll do, we'll have a little chat to you, find out what your goals are, what you want, how to train it, and then we'll take it from there. Yeah. The prices are, to staff and students, £7.50 a month. To the public, £10 a month. for the facilities that we offer at this school, that's pretty good. Really good price, a very good price actually, I think.
What did you do before Noel-Baker?
Before I've worked at Noel-Baker now 11 years in January. Before I came to Noel-Baker, I actually worked in the building trade as a bricklayer stroke plasterer, and I did that from the age of 16. I've done other jobs in between. I've been a doorman. I've actually even been a dustman in the past. So yeah, you know, I've been a jack of all trades and master of none. Yeah.
You got any interesting stories?
I used to box as well as a youngster, and I did get back into it a couple of years ago. A couple of the members of staff, a few members of staff from the school came to see me. I'd like to say I won, both of them. Yeah, well, it's been a very interesting time working in Noel-Baker for the last 10 years. When I look back, before I started working, I never ever thought I'd ever worked in a school. I never really thought I'd have anything to offer, to be fair. But when I did start working here, I realised that actually I did have a lot to offer. As the years went on, I've been a TA. I still do a little bit now within my job description. Yeah, it's been interesting. It's been an interesting decade, should I say? Yeah.
So, what kind of qualifications do you have?
Now, thanks to Noel-Baker, I've got my GCSE English and a C grade, and maths. I did maths outside the school, and I did English with Miss Jarman, which was a pleasant experience actually, because I actually did it with the sixth formers, and I used to do it on a Thursday night, and actually took the exam with all the kids in the old school in the big sports hall, which they were all surprised to see. Yeah, it was a really, and when I got the certificate, because before I came to Noel-Baker, apart from my apprenticeship in bricklaying, I didn't have any qualifications, and it was something that I always aspired to do really. But I never had the confidence, and it was Mrs. John that I had a conversation with that really bullied me into doing it. Because I had a conversation about doing it, and then the next week she says, "Oh, by the way, we start next Thursday." So, and that was that. And it's good that the kids saw me doing it, because it shows them that we do need qualifications, and it's good to have. You know what I mean? And being a bit of a role model around the school, it's, like I said, it's good for them to see that. Yeah. So
I didn't know that one. That's interesting.
What's that?
The windows.
Oh yeah, I did that. Yeah, because I remember it was I did all about what was it? Romeo and Juliet, and I did Mice and Men.
Oh, you're doing that.
Yeah, it's absolutely. It was really interesting, because I don't like reading, to be fair, and of course I was doing an exam on Mice and Men. It was a real easy read, as you know, obviously, because it's what you're doing now, and what I suppose with being an adult and had my experiences, life experiences, it actually served me quite well to do the exam. Even when I did Romeo and Juliet as well, I had to do my coursework on Romeo and Juliet. So I used my life experiences to sort of do my coursework, you know what I mean? Which I really enjoyed it. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. I didn't know that one.
So I have to say that really it's what's the word? Privilege. It's been a privilege actually. It's actually a privilege to work at Noel-Baker, because it did open a lot of doors for me. Yeah.
So what's the story? How did you manage to get to Noel-Baker?
Well, if I'm honest, I used to work on the doors, and I had a friend that actually works here as security, and he used to say to me, "Oh, I work at a school called Noel-Baker. You know, it's a job he really enjoyed, it's the best job he's ever had, and so on and so on. And I never really thought no more of it. And then it was one day I'd had enough of the building trade and one thing with another. And I said to the missus, I said, oh, I need to get out of the building trade. I don't want to stay in it until I'm 65. Blah, blah, blah. So we start off, but I didn't know what I wanted to do, because it would have meant retraining. So I thought, well, we're looking in the paper, looking at different jobs and what I was going to do. And she said, oh, there's a job here, security guard. And straight away I dismissed it. I said, security guard, are you having a laugh? That's not for me, that's walking around in a uniform. And she said, no, it's at the school, Noel-Baker. And I remember about the guy that I worked with, and he told me that he was leaving. And I thought, oh, it must be the same job. And I know you didn't have to wear a uniform, but obviously you have to be smartly dressed, obviously, because it's just an example to the kids, so you're going to have to make the effort. And I thought, right. So basically, I got in touch with Dave Taylor, who was running it at the time, and I came down, put a suit on, came down for the interview, and the rest is history. But when I first started, I must have to say it was quite daunting. I mean, it was quite intimidating actually. Do you know what I mean? Because it's all these kids racing around. I'm thinking, gosh, do you know what I mean? And basically, I got into the job after a few weeks, and I started talking to the kids, and I think because at the time when I first started working at Noel-Baker, I had dreadlocks down my back, and I've got a bit of a gold tooth, and the kids were sort of interested in me because I was different in the school. So it got to where, you know, it was a natural progression where you'd start, you know, you'd see kids misbehaving, you'd talk to them, and you sort of end up becoming sort of more of a mentor to the kids. And there was a lady, Erica Schofield, a teacher, who liked the way I was with the kids. So she asked me would I like to work with the problem kids in the base, in the old school. Well, straight away, my heart came into my mouth, and my heart was racing. I thought, crikey, I can't me in the classroom, no way. But I thought, well, so it's a challenge, so I took it, and I really enjoyed it. And I worked in the base for a number of years. I was taking kids into lesson, mentoring kids, and it was really enjoyed, a real challenge, and one that I enjoyed. Yeah. So that's how I ended up in Noel-Baker.
Sounds good.